We got some news this morning, and it's the patch notes basically for 1.1 and what's going to be coming out in the future. So I was going to be reading through the notes and kind of looking at it. I'm already kind of disappointed with the whole condensed resin bullshit that they added, but we're going to go through it and actually talk about it. Over here, version 1.1, we got the new shit. It's going to be coming out next week. So I think like next Wednesday. So with all this, they added a reputation system. And the first time I heard about the reputation system, I was already kind of skeptical. I didn't know how to feel about it, because usually reputation systems in most RPGs and MMORPGs, they don't really have a whole lot of content. So as it is already, the game is already suffering for content. So in this reputation system, you have basically things locked into weeklies again. So it's not dailies, it's weeklies. So we got the bounty system, you got weekly requests. So it's like NPCs that give you like missions or something. It says Mondstadt quest, and it keeps track of these things. And as you can see here, like I'm gonna zoom in so you can see a little bit better. I have a world exploration thing. And that's pretty cool. I really like that. Basically, with this update, they added a lot of like quality of life features to it. So there's a lot of little things that are just gonna kind of help you guide through the game and do all these things, and that's cool. But the core thing that this game is really lacking on is content. And with this, only 3 bounties you can do per week, only 3 quests you can do per week. You already know we're gonna run through that shit in like 2.5 seconds. So they got reputation rewards, and I'm sure that since we've already completed a lot of stuff in the game, at least if you've been playing since day 1 like I have, then you probably already opened like a shit ton of chests. You already opened got a bunch of the Oculus things, and you already explored most of the world and done all the quests and things like that. So that means I'm assuming that this reputation system is gonna immediately give us a shit ton of rewards. Unless these things are all tied to exclusive bounty type things like this. So I'm assuming that they're gonna block it under the bounties and the weekly things, because otherwise we would just probably rip through this whole thing and get level 7 like instantly. So it's probably gonna take a really long time to unlock these if they have it only locked into weeklies. But we'll see how much XP they give per I don't know, reputation reward. You know what I mean? That's to be seen next week. We're getting into blueprints and stuff. You can make condensed resin. There's also a teleport waypoint. There's see the Animoculus stone and Geoculus stones. You can make that to actually be able to see where they are. So that's pretty cool. It's like quality of life. The only thing that sucks is that it's using the rocks I need to upgrade my weapon, but at least it says right here 1. So I guess it's not that bad, but still, you're using my rocks, man. See, basically, it will show you exactly where shit is on the map. So like this, so it'll show like a giant circle of where you missed it, and it's you gotta explore, figure it out, and then once you get it, you pop it again, and then you can find the next one. That's basically how it is. There's a 5-minute cooldown on it. Then you can pop it again, and then look for another. You know what I mean? So if you missed any of these Oculus things, then it's a good thing. There's also a wind catcher thingy that you can craft. This is all tied to the reputation system, so you're gonna have to be a certain level in Mondstadt or the layaway area in order to be able to do these things. Wind catcher, you can be able to basically capture those little wisp that you see spinning around, and you can use it whenever the hell you want to kind of get some extra air. Basically ghetto venti. That's pretty much what it is. If you don't have venti, then this is what we got. You know what I mean? So since I don't have venti, I got my ghetto venti now. But at the same time, I never really had a reason to do this. I always try to find like the highest mountain or something to jump off the edge so I can like glide my ass off. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's not really gonna do anything for me, but it's cool that they have it. Condensed resin. Here's the big thing. They didn't do anything new with the resin system. It's the same bullshit. They upped it to 160, which they haven't said anything about upgrading the rate in which the resin is given. So I'm assuming that we're leaving it at 8 minutes per resin. So it's going to be the same exact problem that we have currently. And with this condensed resin. I was excited about this, and I was telling my wife about this. Like, you know what I was thinking about doing is, you know how like on Tuesday I can only get like a certain type of book, or on Wednesday I have to get like a material that's only for CLE or something. Well, I was thinking about, hey, I'll just make a bunch of condensed resin throughout the week, and then on Monday next week I'll just pop the shit out of them. Guess what? You're limited on that too. You can only make 3 maximum of condensed resin at a time. So this is already like shit on top of my idea. So yeah, more limits on top of limits on top of limits. And then it requires 40 resin to make one of these things, okay? One. So that means basically what they're trying to do is 1 day's worth of resin to make like 3 of these condensed resins, and then like you basically have to use it the next day. Like you have to. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like you have to use it the next day pretty much, because otherwise, like how are you gonna make more condensed resin? You know what I mean? Like, so it's dumb. Like this whole thing is just completely dumb. The only thing that at least they're being merciful on us, and when you open up a domain or like a ley line that is required 20 of them, it's gonna give you double bonus. So it's gonna give you the 40 resin worth of that domain of thing or whatever. So that's okay, I guess. Whoop-de-doo. I guess I'm happy that I'm getting my actual fully invested resin, but it still doesn't fix the problem. So we're back to square one, you know. And this is the thing that I've been thinking about a lot lately. And the resin system, they're not going to change the resin system. I 100% know that. There was one of these guys, I think it was Zeal on YouTube. He made a video about just talking a little bit about whether or not they're going to change like the wish drop rates, or like the rate in which you're going to get a 5-star and things like that. And he talked about the resin and discussing how much money they've been making ever since the launch of Genshin Impact. And just in America alone, apparently, only 45 million were made in just like the English section of the game, versus like the Chinese. They're the ones that made the $300 million. You know what I mean? So they're supporting the fuck out of this game to the point where it's not gonna be changed at all. Why would they change it? You know, it goes right back to supply and demand, just like in real life. If PlayStation 5 is selling the fuck out of it, why would they lower their prices of PlayStation 5? You know what I mean? So that's basically what they're doing with Genshin Impact. Why would they change the resin system if it works?
But just be careful of the existing trap that works. It works, guys. Okay? That's why they are the #1 grossing game in the world. And other companies are taking notes. Believe me, they are studying this. They are loving this. They're like, how do we get away with it? Just like MiHoYo.
You know, so unfortunately, we're probably gonna have to play different games while we wait for our resin to recharge. You know, like that's pretty much how it is. Like I know that a lot of you guys are smart, and you're gonna be thinking like, I'm not gonna spend money on resin. Who the fuck spends money on resin? Well, guess what? They're doing it over there in China. So yeah. So either way you look at it, we're still gonna be behind. This resin system is made for them trying to make extra money off of the people that don't want to buy characters. That's what this is for. This is not to save lives, to make you log out and be a little bit more casual. Oh, you know, this guy has a job. We all have jobs. This guy has a job and he needs extra time to, you know, be able to relax. He just wants to play for 40 minutes. That's bullshit. It's all tied to money. They want to make money off of your ass, and they're praying that you're gonna go, damn it, I really need this book today on CLE, and it only drops on Monday. I'm gonna need to grind the fuck out of this thing. That's what they hoped you're gonna do. But we're not gonna do it. So we're gonna sit here and we're gonna play the game for 30 minutes a day. And yeah, this is just how it is. We're gonna play for 30 minutes a day and just move on. And this is why I'm really hoping that we get more content in the future. This reputation system is not looking like it's gonna be the savior of content. It really isn't. We're gonna blow through the main quest line in 2 seconds again, and then we're gonna be stuck twiddling our thumbs waiting for the next update. And that's how this game is gonna be treated for the next who knows how long. I'm pretty sure after this update, and this update it doesn't do well, the game is gonna die out a lot. We're gonna see it on Twitch too, where it's already dying down. The game had when it first initially launched, it was like sitting at 100,000 viewers all the time, and now we're sitting at like fucking 10,000. You know, at the most 25,000 people watching. You know, so it's starting to die already. And I hope that they see that it's declining. That way they can do something about this, because the resin system is the biggest cock block in the entire game that's causing people not to play anymore. Balls in Mihoyo's park. But as far as the rest of this stuff, I'm done ranting with that. This thing, I thought this was really cool, is more quality of life. So you can make this little bag, and this bag, you can put food in it, and you can also put, you see, a res thing in it. So you can be able to pop it like a potion, basically. So it shows it bound to the Z key. I don't know if I can zoom in enough for you to see it. You see how it says Z key, and it shows the food. So I think that's pretty cool. That way, maybe I can run around without Barbara for once, and you know, not really worry about a healer. So we'll see what happens. That could be pretty cool. As far as the rest of this though, Adept Seeker stove, you can make a stove so you can cook shit on the go. I've never really needed to do that, but cool. There's a teleport point that you can put down on places. I don't really care about that personally, but it's, again, cool, because like if you say wanted to have a spot where you teleport directly to, like a boss fight or something, and you want to just teleport right there to get to it, you can do that. So it's there. What else we got? We got this one. This one I'm actually looking forward to. This is a compass for your treasure that you haven't found. So it actually directs you where the treasure chest is. So that's pretty cool. I'm going to be taking advantage of this. So I'll be messing around with that. I'm just hoping that it doesn't require some crazy materials. But it says you need reputation 6 in Mondstadt or in layaway area. Well, you got to get both of them, I'm assuming, because there's the Geo and the Animo versions of the treasure chest. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, so I think that's pretty much it. Mining outcrop search. I don't know what the hell this is. It's just a lot of quality of life stuff, you know, stuff that's just gonna help you kind of guide you along. Honestly, I'm kind of jealous for the new people that come into the game and just start playing for the first time. They're the ones that are gonna have the most fun, and they're the ones that are gonna appreciate all these things a lot more than us veteran players that have been playing since the first day, and realize that content turns into just wasting your resin and doing dailies, and that's it, and then you log out and go play something else. So yeah, I guess only time will tell as to whether or not they're gonna change the resin system any further than they already have. I feel like at this point they're just kind of like slowly band-aiding the problem until, you know, it becomes a big problem, and then they'll go, okay, I see you guys crying now. I see you guys are quitting. All right, we got you. We'll get rid of the resin system. You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna take a lot for them to do that, but I'm really hoping that, you know, over there in China or wherever, like it's really popular, and I'm sure it's in China that it's really popular. I just hope that they stop playing or something, or they just out of nowhere just start complaining about resin like crazy. You know, that's the only way. That's the only way that we need China to fight. We need China to fight right now. Everybody in America, all the Eastern, the Western side, Western has no say in this fucking game right now. Like it's all China. It's all up to China as to whether or not we're gonna be able to see some actual real change in this game. So yeah, we'll see what happens.